Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. APC group has won Onikokmo sans over final written address. Caution against predicting anarchy in Nigeria if election tribunal court nullifies Tinubu victory, saying there will be trouble. Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu threatened Nigeria already. So this is not a new statement that you need to know now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. APC group warns Onikokon San over final written address. Caution against predicting anarchy in Nigeria if election tribunal nullifies Tinubu's victory at the presidential election tribunal. Civil society organization CSOs, the Coalition of the Protection of Democracy, has warned the lead counsel of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Presidential Election Tribunal, Chief Wole Onikokun San, to stop harassing the judiciary. The group spoke amidst criticism that greeted the position of Onikokun at the presidential election petition, where he submitted that there could be anarchy in Nigeria if election petition court nullifies Tinubu's victory. Tinubu had asked the Presidential Election Tribunal to dismiss the petition filed by Labour Party seeking to nullify his victory on the grounds that he did not secure 25% of the lawful votes cast in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. Tinubu, through Onikokmo, in a final written address to the tribunal against the petition, said FCT is a 37 state and not just a special state for the election purpose, and any other interpretation would lead to obscurity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intent of the legislatives. But the group says at the press conference in Abuja yesterday, describing Onikonko's submission as a threat to the judiciary, the group spokesman Danjuma Garuba Musa, who read the speech, alleged that Tinubu's counsel's submission was captured and surrounded in intimidating the judiciary and the appeal court handling the case. Said since the incision of the court and all that has been going on, inauguration May 29, the state of our nation democracy is not at the best, and this must be put back to balance. The threat to the judiciary and the rule of law is a major concern, in addition to the increasing public outcry over the handling removal of subsidy that has plunged more Nigerians into poverty. Any threat to the judiciary is a threat to democracy, and we must be careful. Believes in the rule of law and justice. Justice is ultimate, the power for any democracy, and we must follow it. Tinubu's lawyers and himself have threatened Nigerians, and anyone who continues to behave in such a way and manner has destroyed the trust of the people. And so we must become very careful. We must become very careful of accepting what these men have got to offer. You cannot threaten Nigerians with anarchy and think you can get away with it. This is not acceptable in any way, form, or kind. So they've asked that this, you must be very careful in the way and manner which is going about things. We must become very, very careful. Nobody should sit back there and think that all is well. There are people who want to undermine the rule of law, the rule of democracy, and they want to take what belongs to Nigerians, whether Nigerians want it or not, whether they like it or not. They can't be bothered. They can't be bothered, and all they really daily think about is themselves. And so we all must become very careful in our dealings. We all must make sure that we walk and ride in such a way that brings honor to the nation. For every single person is a thread knitted together that brings us all in the right direction. If we continue in this same way, if we continue without ensuring that the right things are done, we will be putting our nation and ourselves in great danger. If there is any time we should have aligned and ensure that things are done decently and in order, this is the time. Every single individual must become very careful. Lawyers or whoever you are, whatever decision you take, remember, is not only binding on you. It's not just going to bind on this generation. It's going to impact generations yet unborn. And so we must be careful how we apply laws and how we allow things to go on without honestly, sincerely taking a position in bringing Nigeria back to where it needs to be. There are people, because of money, because of, they say it's my profession, they lack the place of ethics and they lack that sincere position in ensuring that things are done properly. Every single individual must be very careful. What we're doing today will impact the nation, but how are we careful about that? Are we just going to neglect it? Are we just going to sit there and do nothing about it? Are we just going to watch on as we watch these people do whatever they seem they deem fit and they walk away? No, it's not going to happen. So it is time, real hard time, for every single individual to look at this more carefully so that together we can make a good opportunity for this nation to become better. Every time Nigerians, were crying for, much more better position in ensuring that things are done properly. This is why we cannot underestimate the importance of doing what is right. Remember, it's up to you and I. You have a part to play. I have a part to play. We all must continue to do what is right, what is needed in order to alleviate the suffering of the people. So this is what is happening right now. Okay? This is what is happening. So Nigerians, let's rise up. Let's rise up. Let's ensure that we all are meeting and we're doing that which is needed. Okay? So it is important. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. Bye for now.